$600 per episode. That was it.
You will never get. That was the 90s. You will never. That was the reason why. The thing was, if they were back now, they would be making millions because it was the 90s and the early 90s. Because that show started as Go Rangers in Japan. Again, it's unbelievable how much I know about this fucking shit. But it started as Go Rangers in Japan, and they were making so little because the show wasn't established. The thing was, the cast for the original Power Rangers, you will never be able, as much as you try to recreate it, as much as what Saban and Disney have tried to recreate the Power Rangers and what they're going to be doing with Marvel, as much as you have tried to recreate the original Power Rangers, the point is you will never have a cast as good as the original Power Rangers from the first season. First two seasons. You will never have another David Yost. You will never have another Walter Jones, and you will never have another Amy Jo Johnson. That's the thing. You stop. Stop with the Power Rangers. Stop with the Pokemon. Stop with the Marvel, because the originality is what people remember. You don't have to they're going to redistribute Star Wars in animation. Star Wars was never meant to be animated or turned into a Lego movie.
I mean, did you know the type of thing that's going on with the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers? People are pissed at them now. They're pissed at Jason David Frank because he's holding this grudge against Austin St. John, who was the original Red Ranger. That Amy Jo Johnson, who never does these Comic-Cons or Morphicons and whatever else the Power Rangers do, people have been trying to put the original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers back together. And if they can eventually get Amy Jo Johnson to do it, they have to pick between Jason David Frank and Austin St. John, because one of them can't be there. Obviously, Twee Twang can't be there because unfortunately, she lost her life in 2001. But come on, that's... it's tedious, it's chintzy, it's craziness what goes on there with that one. And Jason David Frank, nicest guy in the world, but he has a problem when it comes to Austin St. John. And Austin St. John, who's the nicest guy in the world, admits that he was young and naive. He was the youngest guy on set. And he was given this. He was given a starring role. He mans up and admits to it. He said very little where this whole thing with Jason David Frank goes. I did a YouTube playlist involving the feud between those two, and I'm eventually going to do a YouTube video on that one too, giving my own commentary, because it's gotten ridiculous. And truthfully, the only one who's ever really come close to confirming a Jason David Frank story where Austin St. John goes is Amy Jo Johnson. But oh my God, there's such a hatred there. Come on, that was 20 plus years ago.
20 years ago in 2013. 20 years ago, and you hold a grudge that long? Come on. 20 years, after 20 fucking years. Move on with your life. The sensible one out of the Power Rangers was the Pink Power Ranger. As much as what she was criticized, she was the most sensible one out of it. And that's the thing. This is the only one you could get a sensible answer from was her. And everybody else just hated each other.
Yeah, you'll see them, and the second Yellow Ranger, even the second Black and Red Ranger. You'll see them all come together with Austin St. John. Yet at the same time, they'll also come together with Jason David Frank. You just can't get them. You just can't get Austin St. John and David Frank together. Do you realize on the 4th of July, the day before and the day after, there was a Comic-Con down here, a Super Con. And they're going to have the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers down here. And both Austin St. John and Jason David Frank were listed to be on that one. Now, I think they were trying to compromise to have them just do their thing on separate days. But the rumor was because Austin St. John was going to be there, Jason David Frank canceled out. This was after he made an agreement the year before to come back and shook hands on it. He actually bowed out.
The convention that you're talking about, that was a worldwide thing that they had done, because that convention that's heading down your way, when did you say that was in July?
That was in July. That was a SuperCon, and it was here for 3 days in Miami. Actually, it was on the 4th of July as well, too. I mean, this was going to be huge, and I mean, come on. You could have treated it better. You could have treated it better.
The convention, the thing about the convention was here, because I remember a friend of mine showing me a good buddy of mine showing the photos that had been posted on Facebook. They did the convention at a hotel, which is about an hour away from me. And if I had known the convention was going on, thank you, by the way, for showing me those photos, because I hadn't stopped talking. If I knew the convention was going on and Amy was here, I would have went in and actually met her, because I think it's great that they're letting bygones be bygones, because it's great that we're still seeing them. But the personal grudge thing is just absolutely ridiculous. Come on. I mean, Ariana Grande and Jeanette McCurdy won. She won Best TV Actress. Ariana did, which was great. And then you had Sam and Cat win Best TV Show of 2014. And because Jeanette hates Ariana, she wasn't there to accept the award for Best TV Show, the biggest honor you've won in your life. Come on.
Yeah, you could have definitely treated that one better. I mean, it's just, it was just, it's amazing what'll happen to someone when it comes down to success. Jeanette McCurdy, I think Jeanette McCurdy was, if you really want to go with skills as far as TV acting, she definitely has it. She definitely had it over Miranda Cosgrove in iCarly. Much better actress. But if you were to compare anything else where it goes, Jeanette McCurdy just did not hold a candle to Ariana.
The thing about Ariana and Jeanette McCurdy was they were nuts. And if Disney and Nickelodeon knew anything about entertaining, which Disney does, the characters that are retardation is a big thing. Retardation is something that gets people's attention. And the thing about Ariana and Jeanette McCurdy that brought those shows to life in their supporting roles was they were retarded, and they were unpredictable. And that's what made those shows so fun to watch. Because out of nowhere, they would either say something totally out of the box or do something totally out of the box. It was amazing how you could give Ariana Grande a role of buying so much stuff, overspending with a credit card out of a catalog, and she just ran with it. She ran with the fact her character was a genius at making meatballs, because they took that real-life quality of hers, because she loved to bake and make cookies, all kinds of different types of cookies and stuff, and they incorporated it into her character. It was amazing how she could take the fact that her character liked to make meatballs and make that be an outstanding quality. They need more people like that can take an idea and run with it. And until they do that, they're going to keep screwing everything up.
Unfortunately, you're right about that. Where's the, that's when you want to say, where's the heart?
There's no heart. There's no heart. And the thing is, Nickelodeon doesn't understand. The thing that separates Nickelodeon from Disney is Nickelodeon doesn't know anything about heart. Disney, if they have bad chemistry on a set, they tell the people on the set that they have to pull it together. And they make them work together. That's the thing about Disney. That's what I have a lot of respect for Disney for doing. They make people that have a lot of animosity work together. That's what's amazing about Disney. And they know about heart. That's the thing. They can take a Christmas movie, and they know about heart. They've got this Annie movie out with Cameron Diaz into it that absolutely ruins the original classic. I mean, everybody remembers the original Christmas Annie movie for being about Warbuckle and being about a girl with red hair. Nobody remembers Annie for being an African-American girl with short hair and being on Twitter and Facebook. Nobody appreciates that. You should have gave that to Disney, not Cameron Diaz, whose biggest claim to fame was being with Justin Timberlake, burn, and being with being the voice of Fiona and Shrek. That's your biggest claim to fame. What else have you done? There's nothing.
Yeah.
You were in Charlie's Angels in 2001, and there's nothing. As much as you tell me this Christmas movie of Annie is a blockbuster hit that you have to go see, then why are everybody turning around on Christmas Day going to see Into the Woods? Because Into the Woods features characters who know how to features characters that you know from fairy tales, and features actresses who actually have potential. I think it's Anna Kendrick playing Little Red Riding Hood in the movie or something.
Yeah.
I know Johnny Depp plays the wolf or something. Who does he play in that? Johnny Depp plays somebody in that, but Anna Kendrick plays Little Red Riding Hood. And the thing is that they know how to do it. Nickelodeon doesn't know how to do that, and that's why people are not going to see their movies on Christmas. And that's why people aren't spending on Nickelodeon merchandise. That's why we don't see. The thing about